I hope people stop listening when you speak. I hope that you see me in your wet dreams. I hope karma's the bitch that she's always been. I hope the regret eats you from within. I hope the future brings you down to your knees. Forgiveness isn't working, so I hope you choke, and that you find yourself always the butt of the joke. Know that you are in my eyes. And when you're out getting wasted on something tasteless, hope you lose your mind, but not your patience when you realize you're just some guy. And this is such a little life. Such a little life. For such a little guy. I hope your mother ends up hating your guts. I hope you always give your all and it's never enough. I hope you have no one you can trust. I hope your bridges burn. Hope you never learn how to heal, how to deal with the hurt. And I hope the thought of me makes you squirm. Forgiveness isn't working, so I hope you choke, and that you find yourself always the butt of the joke. Know that you are in my eyes. I can picture you wasted in your unfinished basement, staring at photos of women naked when you realize you're just some guy. And this is such a little life. Such a little life. For such a little guy. Such a little life. For such a little guy. I hope hell's hotter than you thought it'd be. I hope people stop listening when you speak. I hope that you see me in your wet dreams.
They tell me I'm the bargain version of Lil Chase Hudson, Morrison, all the lost Paul Rudd's son, Joji, George O'Malley, Frank Sinatra. Are you really 13, 30, 12, and 20, both and not? I'm getting them serial killer vibes. I'm getting serial killer vibes. I'm getting serial killer vibes. My apologies if all I do is just give you the ick, or a host of red flags hits you like a brick with a face, a physiognomy that echoes iconography, but lying in benevolent ass. Come it's falling, spiraling into the abyss, or divine in your eyes and double your wrist. Maybe I'm the very model of a modern major criminal, with simple ammunition for your novel. I'm getting them serial killer vibes. I'm getting serial killer vibes. I'm getting serial killer vibes. Embodying all of your Freudian fears in a fantasy, manically modded on all of me. I'm adding all of your phobia through pareidolia lies. I carry the torch of culture, divining your thoughts. I'm a morose fearmonger, connecting the dots, showing the course to make an effigy that reeks of epinephrines, maligning our malevolent head. Maybe you're hiding too many bodies, too many shadows in your mind to pass off for the side, and the silence feels like a siren shouting out at active accusations like a catastrophe. Some see me as an angel, some see me as a danger, some see me as a way to paint a picture that shows us what you got going inside. It's giving Luca Magnotta, it's giving Jeffrey Dahmer, it's giving Zodiac Killer, Jackie the Ripper, serial killer vibe. Embodying all of your Freudian fears in a fantasy, manically modded on all of me. I'm adding all of your phobia through pareidolia lies, and riling all of your mythologies bother me, follow me, call me, conjuring all you carry out, burying blood on me, right? La da 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 la da 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 why do I feel like a lab rat, pushing the pleasure lever to death and doom scrolling, just zoning in my digital map.
I'm so happy because I'm a gummy bear, gummy bear! Fucking
I trade in thirst trap snaps for real life body heat. So GPT labs cause the humans are dead, and now I'm only with as much as the prompts in my head. I should feel lucky that I'm walking in the century. I try to smile in denial in my chat GPTSD cause I live absolute
Howdy, everybody! Friday's upon us again. We're back. We're here. Ready to roll. With a little more volume there. There we go. That sounds a little better. We're back. I promised I would be. So we're here. How is everybody doing? Waddy! First one out the gate. CB Geek is here as well. CB Geek! And lest we forget, HP! Welcome, everybody. And Motto! Hello, hello. All right. Lots of greetings going on. CB Geek, delicious. People, hi. Hi, HB. CB Geek palms a bunch of Haribo to shove in his maw. CB Geek, who also was finally able to see Deadpool and Wolverine, and from the looks of his post, absolutely loved it. So there we go. He's a penguin! He's a penguin! Welcome, welcome. Well, hello, everybody. Hello, mold. Cat Dad. Cat Dad. Welcome into Chatter Friend Who's Not Cat Dad. If Waddy didn't say anything, I wouldn't have remembered. But welcome in, welcome in. Holy shit, you live? I don't know. In all honesty, I don't know. Your boy's kinda... For lack of a better term, I'm shitting bricks right now. Not literally. Come on. So I'm doing this thing. And this opens on Thursday. And these are all of my lines. Front and back. 10 pages. Your boy's feeling fucked. There's literally about five whole minutes of this whole 3-act show when I am not on stage. And shit's not sticking. And we're doing a short stream tonight.
CP Geek 2 just shared 1 bits. Are you the very model of a modern major vampire?
Modern major vampire hunter, perhaps. Your boy is, of course, the legendary Van Helsing, not the man himself, just the man who takes down the man himself. Figure, glad you are not dead. The cheat is not dead. The cheat is not dead. I wonder how many people get that reference. Heck yeah, I saw it. It was fucking rad in 3D. I saw it in 3D for my second viewing, and I didn't feel like it added much to the experience. So I was really kind of surprised to see someone out there like, if you see this, make sure you see it in 3D. I mean, that is my preferred viewing method, but they put the 3D viewings in my theater at weird times and not in the biggest, baddest theater too. So So the 3D viewings have been relegated to second or third viewings for me. But, well. Oh god, that oh dear redemption, that is literally only for Christmas time. I think in some recent stream I realized that it was still active and I did not deactivate it. So I'm going to refund your points. I apologize for that. It is literally a Christmas hat. And it goes into a drawer after New Year's. I just have not deactivated the redemption, so my apologies there. I'm impressed it's letting you chat here. Why is that? Do you do something bad? Mottled? Did you mottle too fiercely? Oh wait, that's muddled when you're making cocktails. Gonna change my name back as soon as it lets me. If you like the other Deadpool things and have any investment in Marvel things, go see Deadpool and Wolverine, like maybe right after this shoe. Van Wilder? My theater only had one IMAX theater, and they only do one 3D showing per day in the IMAX theater. Yeah, my theater has a not IMAX. It's a thing they call T-Rex, which isn't as good as IMAX. But, you know, it's still the biggest and loudest and viewing area in Vermont, so that's where I see my movies. But they've relegated the 3D viewings to Theater 1 and Theater 2, which are in the same building, but they're the second and third respectively largest screens in Vermont. So, you know, still a bit of a demotion, but what you gonna do? God, I'm so fucking sweaty right now. It was 90-something degrees here today. It was a work-from-home day, so I didn't really have to go outside. That was nice. But around 6 o'clock or so, I've been dicking around with a few things on the old Prius to put in order before the process of selling it. Because I'm walking a line of being like, doing... like, to increase the final value. I'm trying to put as little money into it to increase the the sale value on the other end, that sort of thing. I'm trying to find that balance of, okay, what can I fix that won't be too expensive for me, but won't be something someone will turn around and be like, this is broken. I demand $1,000 cut off this or something like that, you know, because fucking selling cars sucks. Shakes his fist at the wish.com for one. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I think what they did, if I remember correctly, they didn't want to license the whole, because when you put it in IMAX, you're licensing it and you have to build it to very meticulous specifications, and I think they didn't want to do that, so they invented their own premium large format, like to the point, like they got a patent for this theater from the patent office for this, what they call the T-Rex theater, which is short for Theater Real Extreme. So, but it kind of defeats the purpose in my eyes of, like, because it is not the same thing as an IMAX. The big thing for an IMAX is the size of the screen and how close you are to it. This one, it's a pretty good size, but still relatively standard curved silver metallic cinema screen. But with standard stadium seating that's kicked way the hell back with a slight row in the front. So, like, it's a big screen, but you're seated away from it and below it. And a lot of the, like, the primo seats for IMAX is you're like, you know, you're right there and it takes up your field of view. And this is just, you're not close enough to it. But I don't know. It's still the best little old Vermont has. So we make do. I could drive an hour to Montreal and go to a real IMAX. I know I could. I just haven't done it. And it's always at 12:50. What a weird time. Yeah, the 3D viewing they had on release day was 2:30 in the afternoon. And then the regular viewing where they brought in the local radio station and did all the contests and everything, that was at 7, and that was a regular 2D viewing. So it's like, so who are you expecting to come to this? Everyone's just going to go to the regular 7 o'clock one because people have work and shit. Oh, well. Gotcha, I was looking for a weird way to say hello. No worries, he's a penguin. I do appreciate it, but that's... Of all my redemptions, that one is just like... It should not be there right now. I mean, unless I was doing a Christmas in July thing. But it's not even July anymore. Fuck, it's August. Yeah, your boy is... My eggs are scrambled. In fact, I went out and I bought a pain water for tonight, because originally my plan was we were finally going to do the carbonated ramen noodles, but Chris the Lamp, who's been so gung-ho on that happening, is seeing Metallica tonight and couldn't be here. So, out of a courtesy to Mr. the Lamp, we are postponing that to another stream. But that is happening in the very near future. We are finally, just as a community freebie for my streams being as flaky and erratic as they've been the last couple months, is just, it'll happen in that fashion. But cheers, everybody. Thank you for being here. Slancho. Also, Rickshaw Tom, for the second time in all the years that we've shared living quarters together, has got himself on a smoothie kick, which means there is a lot of fruit in my house, some of which that has gone bad, and there are fucking fruit flies everywhere. And I hate it. So, that's fun. So, if I'm not wafting farts, I'm getting fucking flies out of my face. The theater is now deaf. It's okay, we have thing, person, animal, etc. at home. I'm an old man now, and I will use my old man memes. Time flies when you're getting older. Flaky and erotic like pie. Ooh, erotic cakes. He's a penguin's in lurk mode. Lurk away, my friend, lurk away. Why do you let all the fruit flies in your house die when you went to mega sleepover at Bestie's house last week? The luxury number for fruit flies is 0. Yeah, and on top of, like, the fact that there's fruit flies everywhere, there is a bunch, like a literal just bunch of like 6 or 7 fully black bananas as well, and I wonder where the fruit flies are coming from. I'm not a fan. But I'm at that point in the summer where I'm home 8 or 9 hours a day just to sleep, so banana bread fodder. With the number of fruit flies, I don't even think that's a good idea. Banana! Bounce banana! Gotta get Tom to get a keto banana bread recipe. Or just, like, not leave them on the counter. At the rate he doesn't use them. And if they're smoothie fodder, keep them in the freezer. Not on the counter where they can spawn hell spawn. In the form of little fucks. Seema! Welcome in, welcome in. So, but circling back around, as I said at the top of stream, I'm quite literally just kind of low-key freaking out over the fact that all this shit I need to know by Thursday. And then we got emails and stuff today that that Vermont's largest newspaper is doing a feature on this production, which they haven't done a feature on anything of ours in 10 years. So that just adds to the pile of, you know, if I wasn't feeling like the distinct possibility of crashing and burning, I'm really feeling it now. Little Flying Fruity Fucks, the All Gay Male Acrobats review. Lol. But, and at least I'm not the only one who's kind of in this position. This, with how we do things, the third production we put up each season, which is tended to, which historically but isn't always the case, is the classic production. This year it does happen to be a classic production, is put up with a very, very, very small window of approximately 2.5 weeks of rehearsal. The advantage of which, historically, we were given scripts and parts and everything at least a year in advance, so we could hit the ground running. That just didn't really and couldn't really happen this year. And due to casting limitations and other things, we've had to reassign a lot of parts due to our limited number of people. And that, so for the most part, this is the Van Helsing and Dr. Seward show. And the two of us are pretty much on stage 95% of the show. I'm not even kidding. There's one 5-minute chunk at the start of Act 2 when I am off stage. For the rest of the other 3 acts, I am on stage the whole time. So I have a lot of fucking lines, and I've been trying to think, doing all these other tricks and things that I've done historically to get lines into my head, because the only other real time in my history that I had something of this scale and in such a short window to do was when I did the one-man show True, which Waddy actually played a part in, believe it or not. And one of my tricks for that was I recorded all my lines, all my damn lines, and just kept an earbud in for days, just listening through my lines. So that I've done that. All of my recorded lines, it takes half an hour for me to listen through them. And they're literally just like, there's no waiting for cues or anything like that. It's line, and it takes half an hour to get through it because I have so many damn lines. And then I also, as we can see here, I wrote out, these are just my lines, and printed them so I could have easier reference material through all the cuts and everything in the regular script, which is really hard to follow, and it's also like in really, really tiny text, so when you're on stage it's really hard to follow. But 10 fucking pages that are in 2 columns and printed on both sides, and all these things combined are just not fucking helping. So, no, they're just castmates. Please tell me about your day at the beach. My day at the beach? Or someone else's day at the beach? Waddy helped. Please don't do cocaine in the bathroom. Wasn't planning on it. Probably not much of a concern. But, yeah. We also due to availability and other things, our normal 5-day rehearsal schedule thing kind of got thrown out for this show, which on the one hand was like, cool, there's the change. Like, I had last weekend off, so I took a day trip. I picked up Fates, and as Seema was asking, we drove south until we hit Ocean and spent a few hours just doing beach stuff down in Connecticut, calling all oceans. Oh, that's very good. And then went to a seafood place and then drove back. It was a very long day, but it was nice to get some of that ocean air and everything. The downside of which also didn't do me any favors, is in walking in the sand on flip-flops, I biffed up my ankle again, just because of all the sideways slippy sliding. So there was a few days there where I was basically off my feet. I forced my way through it, because it wasn't that bad, but I forced my way through it on Monday. Tuesday came around, Monday night, I could not sleep. Like, it all came to a head Monday night, and my ankle just hurt so goddamn bad. I couldn't sleep all night. And then morning came around, my alarm went off, and I don't know, I maybe got 45 minutes to an hour worth of actual sleep, but it was literally just tossing, turning, trying to find any position where I could rest my ankle that it didn't hurt, which was impossible. And then it took me 20 minutes to get out of my bed to my living room where my work phone is to tell my boss I wasn't going to work. So, took more Advil and Tylenol, got back to bed, and stayed in bed until 3:30, like 3:30 in the afternoon. Got up. It was marginally better. It wasn't great, but it wasn't like the 20-minute death walk that it was before. So, pulled an ankle brace on and went to rehearsal anyway. Because this week our rehearsal was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Which is weird. What? Yeah. Was it? Yeah. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, today's Friday. And then Biff is a jerk. Which beach did you go to? Began with an N. That's not helpful. I'll look it up in a second. But so I was like, I cannot miss rehearsral. Even if I can't do my blocking, I cannot miss it. It was my clutch. You know, and driving a car with a manual transmission is my clutch foot. Fortunately, I could operate the clutch without it hurting my ankle, so I was able to drive to the theater. And for Tuesday and Wednesday, ended up just sitting in the house and reading my lines while, you know, the rehearsals went on. But as a physical actor who needs to be able to connect the lines to where I am and what I'm doing in space on stage, it's basically like 2 wasted days. So we've had Wednesday and Thursday since then. We're all kind of fucking struggling. Other folks are more or less off book, but I mean, they don't have the line requirement that the two of us do. And I'm yeah. So we originally we're supposed to have this weekend off. None of us feel like we can afford it. So what was supposed to be a day off Saturday is going to be like a 10 to 5 tomorrow, an unexpected 10 to 5. And then and then a full Sunday rehearsal, which we also weren't supposed to have. And then we have Monday, and then we're probably going to be there Tuesday, because that was our normal day off, but we're probably going to fucking be there. And then Wednesday is our last chance, because we open Thursday. It'll all come together on show day. I mean, at this point, I'm going to need to find places to hide my lines. I already know of a notebook I'm going to carry, and for certain scenes where I can just put my lines in the fucking notebook. There is not enough time, and there's not enough plastic brain plasticity in my old brain up there to stick things like they did 20 years ago. So and that's also what I ended up having to do during my production of True, is I had different books and things scattered around the stage, and I would know, like, at this point I'm going over here, so there's my there's that lifeline, there's that lifeline, there's another lifeline over here, and that's how I got through that. And it's one thing when you're up there by yourself, but when you're up there with a half dozen other actors, it just kind of makes you feel like shit to have to do that. But, like, it's worse to just be up there and you go up on your line and you are just lost. So I would rather fake it than just be lost. So, I mean, that's not to say I'm not going to do my absolute best to cram this shit in there, but we are so close to the deadline at this point that I can't just cross my fingers and say it'll all be fine. Because it won't. No fucking clue how TV actors do it. 24 shows over 6 months, memorizing all those lines. Well, the advantage they have is they don't have to get it right on the first take. But I have to get this whole 3-act show done in the first take. And a lot of them have their scripts right there off stage, and they'll look at the script, hand it off to an assistant, film the scene, the lines they just looked at, and then they'll go to the next one, look at the script again, and you just kind of do it that way. One thing I've realized, though, is I think over the last couple of years, I kind of shifted things in my brain in terms of, like, because, like, when I sat down and I just recorded all these so I could listen to them, like, I sat and I read through this whole thing without making a mistake. Half an hour worth of dialogue, 0 mistakes. And I was like, I think my brain has gotten used to just reading for the sake of recording for podcast stuff. Just reading text on a page, getting it right the first time, but not needing to retain it. I don't know. That's all I can really think. Because for the last, the pandemic year since 2020 and everything, there's been not all that many instances where I've needed to, learn a whole show like this. The machine was always running right up until 2020, and then I took a lot of breaks, and then I said I was never going to do it again, and now I'm doing it again. And yeah, I don't know. I could also just be getting old and the brain's getting tired. There's only so much shit that can go in there. Like the time I took that home winemaking course and forgot how to drive. I'm sorry, I don't mean to sit here and bitch, but this is what's on my mind right now, and it's just, yeah. My stress level's been elevated all week, and I said I was last Friday. I said I was going to do a follow up with with my Nothing Watch, to let you know, because they claim like 7 to 10 days of battery life, which is, with that, you know, being $69, nice, which is the reason I bought it, and not some other smartwatch that you have to charge every damn day. And I will tell you right now, last Thursday when I took this out of the box, it was fully charged. I still have not charged it. And this is how much battery is left. %. This is day 8. Yeah, day 8. And it's had two substantial firmware updates during that as well. 30% battery left on day 8. To say I'm pleased is an understatement. So, once my watch learned my relatively low use habits, my battery life has gone up to lasting for about 3 days. Not bad. Not bad. But, yeah. It texts and notifications, I get those. So it's not like I'm not using it. But again, predominantly, I use it for sleep tracking and step tracking. And I turned off a lot of the other stuff. But there's this stuff it just does anyway. But I get all my cast messages and everything, sent over from my phone and everything. Hashtag not sponsored, but like for $69, phenomenal battery life. That was really all I cared about. And that's what I got. So I'm guessing I can probably go until Monday before I need to recharge, which would be 11 days. We'll see. I also may not want to just run it down to see how long it lasts, because that's probably not good for the battery. But I'll charge it at some point, maybe by the end of the weekend. But so that's a plus. But how's everybody else doing? So the point of tonight, it's gonna be a shorter stream than usual. I apologize, but I need to get back to this. And I need to, before I go to bed, I need to run through all of this probably at least 2 more times. Or however much I can, and try to bring this heart rate and stress levels down. Because another thing this is tracked is my heart rate. Last week over this week, it's normally in the 60s, and it's been in the high 80s, like pretty consistently, and that's just the stress of this has just been there constantly. The only thing I don't really like about my watch is if I'm wearing it and sit for more than 30 to 40 minutes or whatever it is, it tells me it's time to get up and go, which I interpret as, "Hey fellas, get that fucking jigger guy and get, asshole!" Hashtag emotional damage. Yeah, I turned off a lot of my watch will do a lot of that stuff. I turned pretty much all of it off. But one thing it will do, it won't nudge me and say, "Hey, you should do this," or "You should do this." But what it does do is, after the fact, if I do something anyway that it would have liked me to do, it'll be like, beep beep, "Hey, you did the thing. Congratulations." It's like, oh, I didn't even know I did the thing. Like standing up from my desk. Apparently it wants me to stand up from my desk 12 times in a day. Which doesn't sound like a hard thing to do. But yeah. After orientation and background checks, I should be starting a caregiver job later this month. What? Say what? Gonna keep looking for a job that suits me better at this stage of my life, but having income will be great. Hey, at this point, a job's a job. Job hunting while you already have a job is so much less stressful. Working overnights Sundays through Wednesday. Sunday, Monday. Well, hopefully it will get you by in the meantime till you find something that's a better fit. But good news, Watty. That is good news. It is most
excellent.
Well, it pays 15 an hour instead of 12 so far. Okay. It's a start. It's a good place to start. And the only question I have is, do you actually give cares? We all give cares here. But yeah, that's great. I mean, with how long you've been hunting, I'm glad this finally came along. So, we are proud of you for sticking it out and getting it done. And from the sounds of it, it shouldn't impact your stream schedule, so we should be able to have regular hangouts, maybe? Well, maybe Wednesdays. Probably not Wednesdays then. But doesn't sound like it should impede hang times or anything, so... But yeah, that is awesome news, and as you get started with it and learn more about what you're doing, whatever you're allowed to tell us about the job. I know there's probably elements of it that are, not allowed to talk about, which is absolutely understandable if you're providing care. But the Wednesday will need to be moved to some other day or time. That's what I figured. But no worries. No worries. But speaking of schedules, we're still going to be kind of cattywampus for a while here. So next Tuesday, like I said, we're under normal circumstances, it would be a night off. With how we currently stand with this show, I'm like 99.7% sure we're going to be rehearsing that night. So we're not going to be here Tuesday again. And then since the show opens Thursday, we're also not going to be here next Friday. I am going to stream this show maybe the second weekend once things maybe, hopefully, possibly gel into place and we have a show that can stand on its own 2 feet. So next week, all of next week is basically a wash. So I won't be here at all next week. My apologies in advance. But the following Tuesday, so a week from Tuesday, we should be able to finally be back. Same Tuesday time, same Tuesday place. For the first time in a long time. So that will be our next stream, is a week from Tuesday. And then what I will probably do, we'll be back for a normal stream Tuesday, and then assuming everything else is in place, I've also bought a new cell booster antenna. So I should have that installed at some point before next weekend, which should improve my upload speed. So, on top of my 20-foot pole. So, if it works as good as all of the Amazon reviews and everything else says it does, a minus 20 dB increase in very remote areas. That would put me from streaming at 240p into pretty comfortable 1080p territory. So we'll see. Won't know until it's up there, but we'll try our best. And anything's better than what we got. So Waddy's birthday is 3 weeks from now. Happy early birthday! So your birthday's on a Friday? So that's Friday the 23rd, as it were. The 23rd. Well, that means if you wanted, you could do a stream takeover on my channel, since I should be streaming that night. The good old-fashioned birthday stream takeover. We haven't had one of those for a while. Or if you wanted to stream yourself that night, I could just direct people over to your channel and we can all celebrate on your stream if you wanted to do a Friday stream. But let us know. Keep us posted. We want to celebrate you and all the cool stuff that's happening for you this month. Seema's gonna have better internet than me on Tuesday. Is she getting fiber? Is she getting fiber installed? I'd rather watch you play a little puzzle game than me play it. Okay, well, let me know what it is and we will make that happen. Oh, just what's in here. Oh, just the fiber that's here. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. I hope Seema loves it. Stupid cheap too. That's awesome. I don't know if they're ever gonna finish it here. They did it in the main road, but they've stopped updating. Like, they haven't updated the website for it for this town in over a year, and I don't know. And now, like, you can't even go directly to it for this town anymore, but it still exists if you go around to other ways. So that's kind of my guess of, like, they've just decided they're not going to serve this town, which absolutely sucks, which means I'm stuck with fucking Comcast. Well, the hotspot I'm currently having to use really does suck, just saying. Oh yeah, a jump from a hotspot to fiber, that's going to be a massive difference. Too much edging, not enough payoff. But oh yeah, I'll have to do something. I mean,
let me out and let me shit. Forget about
no,
this.
just shit my pants. But yeah. I mean, my service has been fine. It's just the fact that it's Comcast and my upload speed is just shit. Like, I gigabit download speed. Okay. My upload is still 24. I know it's a champagne problem to not have sufficient upload speed, but like, and I know most people around here, it doesn't fucking matter, but like, when you deal in 4K content like I do, it just takes so much goddamn. It's such a huge bottleneck. Anyone who does creative things, upload speed's a big problem. Yep. Indubitably, sir. So yeah, that's my schedule update, and the fact it's a short chatting and marbs stream tonight. So we're gonna be starting marbs within an hour, because we're gonna be pieced out absolute maximum 11 o'clock, if not before, so I can try to cram some more of these lines and then see what sticks when I get to the theater tomorrow. We're gonna have 2 opportunities to run the show tomorrow, 2 more on Sunday. Again, so that's 4, 1 Monday, 1 Tuesday, 1 Wednesday. So we only have like 7 more times to actually run this show before there's going to be an audience there. I also have to put all the fucking tech in, which I haven't done yet. So I have to do all the lights, all the special effects, all this other stuff, and I've just... Your boy is stressed out. Your boy's stressed the fuck out. I'm in my recliner. Daughter is on the couch watching YouTube and trying to battle that prick Ganon. He's a toughie. Yeah. But I'm glad everybody else is doing well. I can't believe it's August now. Oh. Oh, fall's gonna be here before we know it, which means winter's gonna be here. I've also got the show I'm directing that's starting rehearsals in a couple weeks, and I'm really not as prepped for that as I would like to be, even though I fucking wrote the show. But I'm gonna have a lot of work to do for that, and yeah. Should be a more limited schedule, though, as it usually is. But we'll see how that goes. Isn't that always great? Reading back your content and being like, who the fuck wrote this shit? No. I do that work notes all the time. I don't get that much with my scripts. Probably because I do so much on the spot revision when I'm writing them and go through them so many times before I send them for publishing that everything's pretty much how I want it. Although I've rarely gone back like years later to old scripts I've written. You have, you know, a disconnected eye, but I don't know. Things kind of end up how I'm relatively comfortable with them. Especially this show, because this is part 4 of a 5-part series that I've been doing since 2019. And my thing now is just trying to button all this up for part 5 to draw all of this to a close next year. But I mean, I don't know. Now that I've recast the 2 lead kids, because the other one's aged out and had to go to college, maybe I could just keep it going. Disconnected eye. You should seek some medical help there. Yeah, I realized after I said that, I'm like, that's a weird thing to say, but like, it makes sense to me, having been removed from the material for years. You can view it with a more objective eye. Maybe that's the way. Maybe that's the better word, as opposed to disconnected. Again, going back to my lines, part of what makes this difficult is well, aside from the quantity, it's the fact that I have to keep reminding myself that I'm not just learning my own lines, I have to learn every single cue line, which of course is the nothing I wrote, nothing I did. So even if I remember the order, there's the whole other problem of remembering at what point do I open my mouth and say the next line. Which is something I realized on Thursday when I was putting all of this into practice, quite literally, on stage, and I was and they're like, having gone through this a few times, you know, with this in my hand, having, you know, my line here if I needed it, but then like, because this is literally only my lines, having to be like, now do I talk? Now do I talk? I got it right like 85% of the time. But yeah, this, if ever I...
Rickshaw Tom just re-enlisted for 41 months. It's Morbin time.
41 months, it's Morbin time! Welcome, welcome. Yeah, if ever I end up with a part this substantial again, I need to make sure that that I've actually got my script well in advance. And regardless of the fact that I know there's going to be cuts and changes, just out the door, learn it, and then adapt to the changes later. I don't know if that would be worse or not, but Yeah, for 2.5 weeks to get all of this. Oh boy, CWACT giving us best viewers on livebet303.inc. What a wonderful, fantastic opportunity I'm sure that is. That definitely won't identity fraud any of us. And Waddy with the banhammer. Bulleted. Del cheated. Del taco. And then the other thing that makes this tough is how odd some of this is written. I have some like paragraphs where I'm more or less saying the same thing like 2 or 3 times with slightly different phrasing back to back to back, like in the same paragraph. Like, a vampire, my friend, is a man or a woman who is dead and yet not dead. A thing that lives after its death by drinking the blood of the living. It must have blood or it dies. Like, it... Taco! They didn't kill enough of their darlings. Hold on. Oh, that's just confirming that we have a 10 a.m. start time tomorrow. At least it's 10 instead of 9, so I get an extra hour of sleep, so that'll be nice. That's some tiring exposition. And so much of this is exposition. It's me and one other actor sitting there, like, kicking exposition back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. There's very little that actually happens in this adaptation of the Dracula story. But this is... The thing with this specific version was... This was the very first adaptation that was ever done and mounted on stage. It was done by a playwright called Hamilton Dean in Ireland in the late 1800s. So, like, you gotta kind of think of it in that respect. It's this text has been slightly modernized. In the 1920s, it was revised, but this is how it was revised in 1927. Like, it's stuck in 1927. Mounted on stage? What you folks do over there? It's not that fun. So there's just a lot of, like... Hold on, let me find one of these back and forths where it's just like, I'll volley the exposition to you, and you can volley it back to me. Hold on, I'm near it. And then everything will have said, another character comes in and we'll have the same conversation again. And it's just like... It's tough to know what goes where and all this other stuff. Oh, Act 2. That's what I'm thinking of. Top of Act 2. After the one little break I have to not be on stage. There's like, that's the first 5 minutes of Act 2, I'm not on stage, but then I come on and I'm there for the whole rest of the show. And Act 1 starts with me coming on stage, so... Phrasing! Make my entrance on stage. Yeah, that's why there's a splash guard for the first 3 rows. Yes, CB Geek saw Deadpool, says it was fantastic. And I agree. I have seen it twice in the theater. Full Gallagher! But yeah, hoping everyone else had a great day. All right, we are an hour into stream here. Especially my periwinkle. The purple, red, crimson color located between red and blue on the color wheel is extra special as it is not found on the visible spectrum of light and there is no wavelength of light that corresponds to that particular color. Rather, it is physiologically and psychologically perceived as a mixture of red and blue. And one of Blue's best friends, "You're my boy, Blue! You're my boy!" All right, it is a little early, but we're gonna roll. Maybe we'll do a couple. It's been a good day for HB. Started your fitness journey and had your first workout at a Gime. Legs are sore and tired. Also doesn't help even up since 6 this morning. Gotta find the first paw print. Well, if you pick a paw or a prickly pear, just don't pick the raw paw. Next time, beware. Don't pick the prickly pear by the paw. If you could pick a pear, try to use the claw. Good for you for taking care of your health. Absolutely. What Seema said. But exclamation point play, everybody. We may do a couple Grand Prix here. Calling all Marb stars, calling all Marb stars. But again, I gotta close out early so I can do more cram into this script and then hopefully get some sleep because tomorrow's going to be a very long, very busy day. But we are proud of you, HB. It's always that first, it's getting going. It's getting going that's always the hardest. But then once you're doing it, once you're in the groove, it gets easier and easier. I read that last time. I'm not going to read it again. But exclamation point play, everybody out there wants to get on in and play some marbles on stream with us. We got myself, Waddy, HB, Rickshaw, Tom, Seema, and CB Geek. But anybody else out there is more than welcome and willing. And, oh, Jesus. Hiccups. If you want to play, we would love to have you. Exclamation point play is all you got to do. Exclamation point, these nuts. Exclamation point, these nuts. Majestic. Thanks, everyone. Can definitely say I felt pretty good all day. That's awesome. Well, it may just be the 6 of us, but we're going to do a couple Grand Prix, so if we pick up the 8 later on, then okay. In the meantime, we're just going to roll. We're going to have a little fun. Hopefully let some stress melt away like a marble in a stream. Oh, and they all go in different directions. Hard to follow. Have we raced this one yet? I am not sure. I just seen... I don't know, there's a lot of them like this with this octopus-like start. The Seema's down here. Could be leading the charge. Seema is leading the charge. It's like CB Geek's in second. HB's in third. Yeah, this looks very familiar. I think we may have done this last time. You know, with all the thousands of courses there, you'd think if you click the random button, it wouldn't give you ones that you've already done. This looks very familiar. After Tomp left the shelter, went to your hour-long strength training class, did the hike to Sterling Pond, did the loop at the top, and just did 2 hours of ninja. Lots of activity. Daughter got up to go to her room. I asked if she murdered that evil wizard yet. She said no, hung her head, and I suggested that she shiv him with her giant sword or maybe gift him a bomb. Keep up the good work, HB. It's a commitment to good health. GG's, Tomp. Especially after all those days spent hunched over your laptop getting that video made. Much needed break to go back to wilderness, I'm sure. Merely a suggestion, though, for next year, since these turn into week-long grinds for you every single time. Just something to kick around the old brain head there is putting all your content together and then maybe finding an editor on Fiverr or something to put it together for you so you don't have to do it. And then you give them the feedback. I like this. I don't like this. I like this. I don't like this. And then they change it. And then that way you don't spend all that time poring over the little details. You just let someone else do it. And then you just critique their work. I don't know. It just seems like it might be easier. Or less stressful. Well, I did absolutely nothing yesterday just to remind myself why I keep moving. Speaking of keeping moving, Red Shot Tom is off for some Yitza Pizza. I like how it came out. Cool! All right, CB Geek closing in on the finish here. I don't know. Looks like it has to be a timed landing. Oh, and CB Geek bounced off the rim. Ended up joining Rickshaw Tom for some Yitza Pizza. Which, isn't that also a win? HB, though, sticks the landing with the W. Seema joining CB Geek and Rickshaw Tom for some Yitza Pizza. Just waiting for me and Waddy here. Or Waddy and me. Waddy and I. Depending on your grammar. Looks like it's going to be Waddy for second. Oh, missed the landing. Off for Yitza Pizza. All right, well, most of us getting some Yitza Pizza, and HB getting the W. All right, we're at the end of the season, so odds are after this race, things aren't going to be in order anymore. So, oh well, let's move to the next race. Awesome Undeniable Pit. Sounds like what they had in Burlington for 5 years. CB only has one pizza emote and it depicts pineapple, so you're not going to use it. But what about that? Huh? You should have that. Exclamation point play. One of my Yeetza Pizza badges. There you go. There's no pineapple on the Yeetza Pizza, just what looks like Infinity Stones. Aw, snap! Aw, snap! But exclamation point play, everybody. All right, well, our magic number was 6 last time, so it looks like we got 6 on the board. We'll just do roll call to make sure everyone's here. Got myself. Oh, Jesus. That is all over the place. Random letters out in the middle of nowhere. P.S. Nothing. All right, we got Seema, Waddy, myself, CB Geek, Rickshaw Tom, and HB. If you're hanging out, lurking, want to jump on in, exclamation point plays, all you gots to do. It's as easy as that. Oh, it's not labeled pizza. My search foo no good. Oh yeah, it's Yeetza. As it should be. I'll take another swiggeroony of my pain water here. And then we'll roll. Here comes 2! Very slow start here, but that's okay. What the heck-a-rooney? All right, and Rickshaw Tom's the first marb out. As we go into this tumble dryer of despair where we cannot see what's going on inside. We're just going to have to trust that everything's on the up and up. But the marbs drop out into a zippity-zop zoom. So that could be fun. All right, Seema, first one out. Waddy second. Rickshaw Tom in third, going into a second tumble dryer of despair. A little bit smaller than the first. But then where do they go from here? Oh, there they go. Okay. All these dang lights and swirls and things kind of make this hard to follow. All right, now Waddy's in the lead. HB's in second. Seema's in third. Here's Rickshaw Tom into fourth. CB Geek stumbling around a bit, but holding on to fifth. And there's your boy in last place. So no one can complain about me hacking or rigging things, because your boy's losing. I was watching Marbs and suddenly Oreo Kitty nuzzled my leg and I must have jumped off foot. Boo! Alright, I assume there's a spinneroony in there. Alright, there is a spinneroony in there. All these courses are covered. We can't really tell what's going on. Are those mystery flavored Twizzlers that we can't see what they are? Probably. Alright, but HB, though, through the Twizzler, has pulled into first place. Oh, Waddy off the course! Oh, it was like an attempted shortcut and it just didn't work. Waddy eats a pizza. We don't have an 8th, so we can't get hat tricks. But that's okay. Wait, are we doubling back around on itself? Oh, I see what it's doing. HB, though. HB's race to lose. I'm also tired, if you couldn't tell. HB, though, Going 2 for 2 with the W's. HB showing us how it's done. Here comes your boy in second with a sexy silver. Seema in third. There's Rickshaw Tom for fourth. And here comes CB Geek to close things out. Bye-bye. It's never hacking or anything like that as long as you are in any place but first. Okay. All right, well, that's 2 for 2 for HB. All right, let's move on to race number 3. Delightful Breezy Jam. Sounds suspicious, but delicious. Exclamation point play. That is a crazy color scheme. Like that Doctor Doom green and then Barbie pink.
Yeah.
All right, magic number is 6. Of course, anybody else hanging out, lurking, wants to jump on in. Exclamation point plays. All you gots to do. We'd love to have you. All right, who are we missing? We got HB, Waddy, myself, CB Geek, and Seema. Looks like we're missing a Rickshaw Tom.
And butthole pleasures.
It's not about butthole pleasures.
We're not missing the butthole pleasures. We're just missing the Tomp. Sir Tompington.
Paging Rickshaw Tom, you're wanted at the service desk for Marbles on Stream, race number 3. Paging Rickshaw Tom, you're wanted at the service desk for Marbles on Stream, race number 3. Thank you for shopping at Ames.
Hey, there you are. All right, last call for anyone else that wants to jump on in, but we're going to start this race. I said play. You should be having hang time tomorrow night with me and Saza, FYI. All right. Very cool. Oh no, HB! Not going 3 for 3.
Horse cock weighs over 11 pounds.
The fucking what?
HB going for some Yeetza Pizza, not going 3 for 3. Well, variety is the spice of life after all. Top first one into the pink mustache. Looks like your boy in second, Waddy. Oh, going for a ride, or going for a mustache ride. Seema in third, Waddy in fourth. Through that square-flavored Twizzler. The spice must flow. Actually, this is more like Kang coloring now that I think about it. Or I guess now the pink has kind of changed to purple. This is green and purple. Got that Kang vibe. Which is now no longer necessary. Maybe I'm on a delay because I went to my mom's house to feed her cats. Danky Kang. Alright, Bubblegum Snowflake, though, sticking up Rickshaw Tom. Oh, but here comes Seema around the Bubblegum Snowflake, but making it through into first place. Rickshaw Tom down to second now. Now it's Seema's race to lose. We shall see. Go through that Bubblegum Plinko board. Plinko-matic. All right, pretty good landing off of that Plinko board. Seema's holding on for one more day. Rickshaw Tom in second, your boy in third. Across the finish, Seema making it official. Rickshaw Tom for second, your boy in third. Here comes Waddy for fourth, which I would say is half of 8, but I guess that doesn't matter. But well done, everybody. Well done. Move on to race number 4, the penultimate race, Astonishing Conspiracy Academy. Oh, I wonder what they're learning there. Exclamation point play. Bubblegum Snowflake is the name of my Poppy cover band. Everybody wants to be Poppy. Poppy. Everybody wants to be Poppy. Oh, and we've got Anisa Penguin on the board now. That brings our magic number up to 7. Means we're close to 8. Means we're close to 8. We just need one more. And the closer I am to fine, yeah. Seema, we'll stop by for hang time if you can get this dang phone internet situation under some control. You haven't lived until you've heard my cover of Girls in Bikinis. Girls in Bikinis. Well, Poppy is one of those artists. I celebrate her entire catalog. On roller skates in outer space. She may no longer be our bleach blonde baby, but she is making it work. That would make a good dramatic reading as well. I want the lyrics for Girls in Bikinis. They say take it off. I say keep it on. Van Gogh, crop top, boy shorts, red thong. I see you in my dreams. Slow motion, movie scenes. Homemade, crochet. Dreamy with the low waist. Cheeky, tankini. Girls in bikinis. Girls in bikinis on roller skates. In outer space. I see girls in bikinis. Girls in bikinis and platform heels. In new Hot Wheels. Girls in bikinis. Girls in bikinis. Oh. Nylon. Spandex. Dear Lord, what's next? Polyester, pinstripe. Whet my appetite. Polka dots, see-through. Put me in a good mood. A cup. D cup. Give me love, don't cover up. Slow down my Lamborghini. For girls in bikinis. Girls in bikinis. It just repeats from there, so we'll stop it there. Well, now I feel I need to interpretive dance to this. All right, well, there was a dramatic reading, kind of in the style of Morgan Freeman, I guess. It was somewhere between Morgan Freeman and Vincent Price. Dramatic reading of Poppy's Girls in Bikinis for CP Geek. Pudge! Oh, welcome in, Pudge. Bringing our magic number up to 8. And opening up the prospect of hat tricks and how dares. All right, we're going to do roll call here. Make sure everyone's on the board. That should be. We got HB, Pudge, Seema, Waddy, Isa Penguin, Rickshaw Tom, CB Geek, and myself. If you're here and I didn't say your name, that means you're not on the board. You just have to type !play and you can get on with your bad self. Yeet, yeet, yeet. Woo!
Whoa. CP Geek 2 just cheered 500 bits. Thanks for being awesome.
Thank you for the 500 biddies. That is much appreciated. And hey, anytime you want me to dramatic read a Poppy song, I'll do it. I don't know if any could be better than Girls in Bikinis, though, just in that style. That one's kind of like the juxtaposition of the two is just. All right, let's get rolling here. Where the heck did my mouse go? Oh, there it is. All right, eighth is now on the table, boys. Oh no, what is the saying? What is the saying? Guys, gals, non-binary pals. Eighth is back on the menu, folks. Everybody. HB though, after that Yeats of Pizza from last time, could be gunning for a third W, but we shall see. Oh, but Waddy off like a rocket. W could stand for Waddy, folks, even though eighths are now available. But here comes Isa Penguin and Rickshaw Tom as well, looking to make it a race. But we have Pudge on the map now, too, who is currently in 8th place. Could be coming to bring the chaos and stealing all the 8ths. We shall see. 8ths are back on the menu, everyone! Yeah, because Waddy seems pretty locked into that W. The Pudge is pretty firmly holding on to that 8th. Holding on for one more day. And my mark does not understand the assignment. Oh no, there was HB though! Oh, but is a penguin! Is a penguin! Yeats a pizza stealing the 8th so Pudge can't have it. HB had the same thing in mind. Is a how dare! Dang it, it's more than a minute. Oh, were you clipping the reading? Well, I'm sorry, it's longer than a minute. I also didn't pause the background music until I was into the first verse, and I was like, I should probably pause that. What the heck is that? Little pootoos! Pootoos! Pootoo! Pootoo! Where are those coming from? There's... what are they... there's fucking cannons and marbs now? What is that thing? Yeah, there's turrets. There's turrets and marbs now. What the heck? Waddy, though, still just incredibly far ahead of everyone else. An absolutely dominant W there for Waddy. No need to be sorry. That was funny as hell. I'm shocked my family didn't come give me a sanity check. Oh, yeah, my bad. I was peeing. What did I do? Wait, am I dead? Yep, you inadvertently stole that 8th. But Waddy, how dared you? And all is right with the world. All right, Seema got the sexy silver. CB Geek in 3rd. Rickshaw Tom 4th. Your boy in 5th. And Pudge, who had that 8th place on lock, but got it stolen by a couple of renegade HBs and a bunch of renegade badgers and penguins, will have to settle for 6th. You prevented my hat trick. Mock hot Tua memes. I am such a jerk. How friggin' dare. All right, we got one more race in this Grand Prix, though, but with 8ths on the table, anything could happen now. Killer Airy Skirmish! Exclamation point play. And I will take the hat off because it would be bad luck to keep it on. All right, magic number is 8th. Is 8.
Bing bong.
You heard him. Bing bang.
Bing bong. That was loud. Oh, and we got a mare bear here too. Mare bear! Backing that booty up in there.
Whoa. Marble Panda Booty just cheered 1 bits. Swiggity swooty.
Swiggity swooty, here come that booty. Nice to see you, mare bear. We're doing another Grand Prix after this one. We're just doing a couple of Grand Prix because I have to end early because I gotta try to cram more lines into my brain head, even though they're just going in one ear and falling out a wet, sloppy mess out the other ear. But I gotta do what I can. So our magic number should be 9 if everyone gets back on the board now. We got CB Geek, Mare Bear, Seema, HB, Ease a Penguin, myself, and Waddy. If I didn't say your name, you are not yet on the board. Hit that exclamation point play, friend. Oh, and then another thing that I did in the last couple of weeks that I wanted to talk about last time and just kept forgetting. I know a few of us out there are on the Mint Mobile train because we're either cheap or poor or a combination of the two. And I rode that train for a solid year, and everything was fine. It was fine. I really had no problems. But something else came along, brought to my attention by finance YouTuber Caleb Hammer, who, if you're not familiar with him, just really no nonsense, kind of stop wasting your money on shit and live a better life type of person. Anyway, something he brings up often is a new company in the vein of Mint Mobile and everything, by the name of Helium. And what Helium does is, while it leases the same excess capacity on T-Mobile's network that Mint does, something in how they do it, either in their contract or whatever, not only is the capacity and everything you're getting on that network a hell of a lot faster, it's you get more of it for less money. So my first month cost me $21 just to try things out, just to try out Helium. I was up for renew for Mint, and the thing with Mint is you gotta buy your service in chunks, depending on how much data you think you're gonna use. And I've been on like the cheapest ass plan because I'm on Wi-Fi so much. But with Helium, it was like, with tax and everything, it was $21 and change for my first month, and you get 30 gigs of high priority data with it for $21. Which, I mean, even just at that cost is a pretty damn good cost. But for the first time, I've been able to use 5G ultra wideband, which I guess you don't get through Mint, which I didn't realize, which stacks multiple connections together to increase your overall speed. So like my data speeds when I'm in areas with the 5G ultra capacity is like over 500 megabits a second on the cellular data, which is stupid. And it's $21 a month, and all that is well and good. But what they also do is they've sort of there's the two-pronged approach to how their network works. You can just use it as is, running on the T-Mobile backbone, which works perfectly fine. But what they also do is they've opened up service mapping to all its users. So if you map 40 hexes for them which 1 hex is about the length of a football field. So like if you get in your car and you go to the store or whatever, you can run mapping that whole thing. And if you do 40 of those a day, then they give you what is it? They basically give you the crypto form mobile in exchange for doing that mapping. And you can then turn around at the end of a month and you can pay that mobile back to them for your service. It seems really weird. But as it stands right now, I've had it for a little over, like a hair over 2 weeks. And I have $15 worth of mobile just from mapping. I have it on when I drive on my commutes, and that counts as mapping. And so my next month of service isn't going to cost me anything. And I still get 30 plus gigs of high priority 5G on my phone. Whatever. Hashtag not sponsored. It's just, it's a really cool thing. And I know some of us who, you know, are on Mint because it's cheap. This is an option. And after the first month, it's kind of a free option. So I will keep you updated, especially when I go into my second month of service, see if anything changes and all this other stuff. But yeah, free is free. Nothing's free in this day and age, but all right, last roll call here, and I'm sorry I got off on that tangent. It's just something I wanted to talk about and I kept forgetting. But we have CB Geek, Mare Bear, Seema, HB, Ease the Penguin, Pudge the Kitten, myself, Rickshaw Tom, and Waddy. Let's roll. But if anybody does want to try it out, I do have a referral code. So let me know. I'm going to put Fates on it because I've been paying his bill for years and years. And if I can put him on it and then just have him map and then I don't have to pay his bill every month, that'd be great. So we got Rickshaw Tom in first place, Seema in second, but anything could happen. We got a lot going on here. Playing Fortnite at the same time as marbles. It's a freaking shark thing again. Oh, and we got a whole bunch of folks off to Yeet's a Pizza. Pretty much everyone. Only HB remains. Only HB remains. Everyone else went for Yeet's a Pizza, and Waddy got the 8th. On top of all that, Waddy got the 8th and some Yeet's a Pizza, and that means Waddy also got the hat trick. Yep, Waddy did get the hat trick because you got the W last time. So hat trick for Waddy. And if HB gets to the end, that's 3 W's out of 5 for HB. Can't yell at me this time. Well, no, because all 8ths belong to Waddy. And you could either be in the pact that pledges to give your 8th to Waddy if you get it, or, oh, HB! Yeet's a Pizza for everyone! We're having a Yeet's a Pizza party, friends. But that was a heck of a performance by HB there. And again, don't pay attention to these. It's the season's disabled, so this just isn't in order anymore. But let's head on over to Victory Valley and see in this Grand Prix number 1 who stands tall, stands proud, goes home with all the gold, glory, and bragging rights. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, all but the smokable ones. All right, in third place, going home with LeBron's, we've got... Oh, it's your boy! With a pepperoni, bacon, and mushroom pizza. I'll take that. And in second place, going home with Silver, Sexy Silver, is none other than... HB! Despite all those W's, only getting the Sexy Silver. That's a little sus to me. So who could have possibly done better in HB after all this? But again, W's don't count. It's down to points. Well, it is none. And look, that little Marb guy off to the side, he was upset about it. Came over here with his angry face, upset that HB only got second. But who got first, going home with all the gold, all the glory, and the bragging rights? Well, it just happens to be the most...
Excellent!
Seema! Well, we aren't going to argue with that, because we all love Seema here. Very, very close victory, though. 40 points and 1 W to HB's 39 points. It was a difference of a point. That's one of the closest we've ever seen. And technically, it was a tie for second, with your boy also getting 39 points, but I didn't get any dubs. CB Geek in 4th, 35-0. Waddy in 5th, 33-1. Rickshaw Tom in 6th, 32-0. Pudge in 7th, 13-0. Is a Penguin stealing the overall 8th, though, with 8 points and no dubs. And Mare Bear coming in for that last race, but still getting a couple of points out of it, and we're happy to have you here. Sorry, Waddy. I will refrain from how daring you in this instance. Every machine is a smoke machine if you operate it wrong enough. That is true once you let the magic smoke out. All right, well, that was race number 1. Now that we've got more folks here, we're going to jump on in and do a second Grand Prix, and then we're going to call it a night, as I got lines to cram. As Dracula opens on Thursday, and I am not ready. And I'm shitting bricks, but for better or worse, a show is going to happen. All right, community maps. Doot. Okay, Waddy had a comment about a cricket. Let me see if I can find that. Just learned that there's a male cricket in your home by hearing his very, very annoying screeching sound. Oh, that's annoying. Remind me to keep CB Geek away from my machines. Please don't go. I'm not doing any cocaine in the... I've never done cocaine, actually. The closest I ever came to cocaine was... I found a can of cocaine energy drink, which has coca leaf extract in it. That's the closest I've ever come to it. And probably will never get any closer because I just don't have an interest. Don't have an interest. Why is the cricket in my bedroom? Because he's a pervy. It's a pervy cricket. You keep talking about doing... Oh, I see. I see. These lines for Draculia. My character's also Dutch, and Dutch is not an easy accent because it's a lot more subtle than other continental European, northern central continental European accents. And I'm kind of just sounding Bavarian with it. I may just have to like say fuck it. Feel like this is my Dutch. All right, exclamation point play, everybody. Let's get those marbs on the board. Race number 1, compact running marbles. We got myself, Is a Penguin, HB, and Waddy in. Both make great chocolate. Dutch is pretty similar to a Midwest accent. They just don't elongate their vowels like we do. Yeah, and it's I've watched a lot of online tutorials, and I saw it was explained as like of all the continental European accents, it's the one that adapts best to a clean English in terms of how they treat their vowels, but there are some very distinct things that make them succinctly Dutch. But then you have like Americanized Dutch, which is different, and South Africanized Dutch, which is also different. because I mean there's different pockets of different types of Dutch all over the world, different dialects of Dutch. But I guess the one I've zeroed in on is closer to like a Germanic Bavarian Dutch, which is really focused more on the W's and the TH's and the S's and the rhythm of the speech, which is up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, but not trying to like hit it like a stereotype. All right, we got 8 marbs on the board. 9 was our magic number in the last race. We got Waddy, Pudge, Rickshaw Tom, myself, HB, Easa Penguin, Seema, and CB Geek. I think we're just missing Mare Bear. I think Mare Bear may still be at work. I don't know.
Paging Mare Bear, we don't want to roll without you. Paging Mare Bear, we don't want to roll without you.
Speak her name and she shall appear. All right. Looks like we got the whole gang here, unless there's anybody else here lurking, wants to jump on in. Exclamation point plays, all you got to do. Otherwise, we're going to get rolling on race number 1, because it's 10:32, and I'd like to be out of here before 11. To give myself at least a solid hour. With an hour, I can run through all my lines twice, because it takes me half an hour to read through all of my lines. Like magic, I switched to Uber. Oh, Tay. I had set my controller down and forgot where I put it. It was sitting on the Yeetza hat. All right, splitting the field here. Myself and CB Geek going that way. Everyone else going that way. Ever see Killjoys? There's a fantastic, badass spaceship captain named Dutch. She's pretty great. I have not, actually. You say you perform transfusion. 3 transfusions in the effects. It's a bit more German, bit more Bavarian, but that's the way I'm going to do it. More or less. Alright, Pudge, our first Yeetza Pizza. Seema Yeetza Pizza and taking that 8th. Getting 2/3 of a hat trick out of the way right now. Your boy Yeetza Pizza in 7th. We're rolling over a lot of cookie dough here. Hope folks got a sweet tooth. Oh, he's a penguin. Offers some Yeetza Pizza. Waddy flying on over Ann Iva's curler like it ain't even there. Looks like W could stand for Waddy, folks. But a lot of other people just aren't surviving this course. CB Geek in 2nd, Mare Bear in 3rd so far. The clown guy in the ice cream truck? Sweet Tooth? Is that Twisted Metal? Is that a Twisted Metal reference? We got a cookie-flavored Twizzler coming up. Where the heck? Waddy's way out in the front here. It's like W's probably going to stand for Waddy, folks, race number 1. Another cookie-flavored Twizzler on the way to the cookie cannon. I was right. I've never actually played Twisted Metal, but there was enough there. Clown guy, ice cream truck. I was like, kind of sounds like that thing that I've seen that I've never played. Glad I got it right. All right, Waddy just has to make it through this tumble dryer of despair filled with bars of black chocolate. Black chocolate? Dark chocolate. What the heck? I almost said black licorice. I saw it and I thought it was either black licorice or dark chocolate, so I said black chocolate. If it's not about the clown guy in the ice cream truck, I'm not interested. Waddy's meandering. And Waddy just casually pulling off the W. No big sexual chocolate. You mean Mark Henry? Sweet Tooth is a good show. All right, Rickshaw Tom for 2nd. CB Geek in 3rd. Now we're just waiting for Mare Bear to finish, and then we'll move on to the next challenge. All right, Mare Bear makes it official. Waddy with the W. And again, after this race, these stats here won't count, but for now, for the first race, we got Waddy, Rickshaw Tom, CB Geek, Mare Bear, HB, No, was this in the right order? Yeah, it was. It was. Okay. Yeah, your boy in 7th, Seema, rolling away with the 8th. And the Eats a Pizza, 2/3 of the hat trick, and Pudge in 9th here on race number 1. Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't see any how daring. There it is. Seema, how dare! I don't know. Should I move on without if? Nah, Randy Watson. Oh, okay. I was thinking of the wrestler, Sexual Chocolate Mark Henry. All right, exclamation point play. You almost got away with it, Seema. If it weren't for you meddling kids. All right, we got 5 marbs on the board. There we go. Exclamation point play, everybody. My daughter was challenging my knowledge of Scooby-Doo lore the other day. I think I sufficiently impressed her. Well, what's the most obscure bit of Scooby-Doo lore that you know? All right, we got 8 marbs. We got 8 marbs. Our magic number was 9. We don't want to leave anyone behind. We got Is a Penguin, HB, myself, CP Geek, Mare Bear, Waddy, Pudge, and Rickshaw Tom. If I didn't say your name, you're not on the board. I think we're just missing Seema. Going over all the catchphrases. Oh, okay. We will gladly wait for Seema. We would never roll without. Ah! I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Oh, I was just about to page Seema to the service desk, but there you are. There you are. All right, let's get rolling. Race number 2 out of 5. Didn't go to sleep until 8 this morning. Oh, that's no fun, Pudge. I'm sorry. And for anyone out there who's into, like, the same, 90s sort of rock music that I am. Rock music. Smashing Pumpkins dropped a new album today, which is a throwback to their early to mid 90s sound. It has a terrible title. It's like Agori Mori May or something. But it's essentially how Billy Corgan described it was whether they could go back to the well and recapture the vibe of that time between 1990 and 1996. and it's pretty freaking good. So if you're into like old school 90s Smashing Pumpkins with some elements of like Tool and Led Zeppelin and like big heavy riffs and a lot of proggy elements, then definitely give it a listen. It's really solid, and I give it a really strong 8.5. Definitely the most Pumpkins sounding thing that they've released in the last like 20 years. So there's a 30-second music review for you. Tool is my all-girl Tool cover band. Proggies. I said pierogies. Or maybe you meant pierogi. I don't know. Alright, it looks like Pudge is leading the charge here. Alright, we got Pudge in the lead, then Is a Penguin, Rickshaw Tom duking it out for second and third, respectfully. Oh, Seema offers Yeats a Pizza again. In a ninth this time, though. Somebody got better tell Seema's Marb that it needs a W to get that hat trick. Oh, now Easy Penguin's in the first place, though. In the first place. It's Pudge dropping down to second place. Got a head of steam for Is a Penguin here. Both pronounced Tool. Okay. Thule. I listen to Thule. Don't make a fool out of me. Oh, and your boys moved up into second place. Oh, Mare Bear. Yeats a Pizza into that eighth. We see what you did there. That too is pronounced Tool. They make roof racks, among other things. Oh, phew, it's not me. No, it looks like you're on track to get the W. So no how daring for W's. Just high praise. Well, if you can get past Ann Iva's curler there, that is. You're just going for a ride. Wanna go for a ride! Oh, and Pudge flying past Ann Iva's curler, stealing that W. Dropping his Penguin into second. Wow. Wow. That was a stolen first if I've ever seen it. But he's a Penguin in second now. Oh, here comes your boy. Can your boy get third? Yep, your boy gets third. Wow, I got that W yanked right out from my grasp. CB Geek has fries in the fridge, left over from Linner. Waddy in fourth, Rickshaw Tom fifth, CB Geek in sixth. Now we're just waiting for HB because Mare Bear and Seema went off for some Yeats a Pizza. And Mare Bear, how dared to steal that eighth. Mwah, pizza's cut into 8 slices. Mare Bear is always fun to how dare because of the rhyming of it. Absolutely. All right, but Pudge with the W there. Let's move on to the next race. We're halfway through. Halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Which, considering this is called Almost Alive Track, it sounds like you are kind of living on a prayer if you're almost alive. Because that's also almost not alive. Almost unalive. All right, exclamation point play. Cut my life into pizza. This is my plastic fork. Cut your pizzas into 12. Isa always lets me finish first. No, I cut mine into small squares. I think your Midwest is showing. Almost, but not quite unalive. Yes. Get your fork away from my pizza. I don't know. It could be a Chicago style deep dish for all we know. heck's the cheese? Where's the it's under the sauce. It's under the sauce. This is making me want Pizza Hut. That's a phrase you don't hear much these days. Pizza Hut used to be a grand, amazing thing, and now it's such a shadow of what it once was. I would still take it over pretty much any other chain pizza, though. But still, compared to like where it sat in the 90s when it was just absolute peak. Don't they know it's pizza? Axis of awesome. It's because they are all like 90% grease and 10% dough. It's so good that way. See what CB Geek shared here. We're going to just play this in the background while this race goes. I think we got everyone here. We got 9 marbs on the board. You're live. Don't get demonetized. Well, if we're talking over it and if it's quiet enough, maybe we'll be okay. Actually, that's louder than I thought it was going to be. All right, we got Isa Penguin, Seema, Mare Bear, myself, Waddy, Pudge, CB Geek, Rickshaw Tom, and HB. If I didn't say your name, you're not on the board. Exclamation point play. You got 10 seconds, or we're rolling without ya. Can't hear it at all. Maybe that's a little better. All right, let's follow along here. I do it just for you, just so you can rhyme. It's a sacrifice I'd be willing to make. All right, HB leading the charge here. CB Geek in second, Pudge in third. Oh, now CB Geek flying over the pegs into that lead. Here comes, oh, now Pudge going around the outside, around the outside, around the outside into first place with a pretty commanding lead. Dodging another set of pegs there. Pudge showing us how it's done. Oh, but stumbling there.
And a box of wine.
But here comes CB Geek like a bat out of hell. He'll be gone when the morning comes. Pudge is holding on, though. Holding on to that first place spot. Oh, but got to break through those blue family jewels. They're a little bit painful, but it'll pass.
What to do with groups of 5 or 7, but one issue at a time. And cutting our pizzas into 12.
I had no idea there was a whole song about cutting your pizza into 12. I did, but I want other people to hear it too.
Let's make 12 slices famous. When you get home today, change your Facebook.
Oh, what an equalizer here. We got pretty much the whole troop now put into, well, except for Is the Penguin and Mare Bear. Oh, going around the outside, we got Rickshaw Tom now into first place. Oh, but another set of blue jewels. We got to break on through. Come on, bust those jewels. We got Marbs to be racing. All right, HB's back into the lead, though. Rickshaw Tom down to second, Pudge in third.
Joseph Coney.
All right, through more swings to death and Ann Ivis curlers. HB, though, holding on. Oh, Rickshaw Tom trying to fly over the obstacles, as is your boy here. Oh, now it's a race between myself and Rickshaw Tom here. Didn't expect it to be played on stream. Well, there you go. You get it anyway. Oh, we got some bombs there. Big bada booms. We're closing in on the finale here. Breaking through one last set of blue jewels. Oh, Pudge trying to scoot around the outside one more time. Oh, I don't know. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Photo finish here. And it's Pudge! Photo finish there. The Pudge made it happen. Cut that pizza into 12. Pudge made it happen. Unfortunately, we can't really see what other order it was in because of reasons. It told us Pudge had the W, though, so I guess we just have to believe it. I knew it. Pudge crept in again, just slaying it. All right, moving on to race number 4, the penultimate race. Beware bamboozling. What was the other word? Beware bamboozling staircase! Exclamation point play. All right, cut that pizza into 12 and type exclamation point play. But do that first. I am now eligible to get 15 community coins for marbles on stream. Okay. We got 15 community coins, whatever that means. That's cool, I guess. All right, exclamation point play, everybody. Magic number is 9. All right, we got Mare Bear, Pudge, Ease a Penguin, CB Geek, Waddy, HB, myself, and Seema. We got 8. We're just missing Rickshaw Tom. Then we'll be ready to roll. Sheesh, everybody doing it. I should mint some CP Geek coin. Thanks to the reminder that I should find more words for my hashtag spam, whatever Eric wins at Marbs. It grows longer and more epic, stream after stream.
Paging Rickshaw Tom for Marbles on Stream. You're wanted at the service desk. Paging Rickshaw Tom for Marbles on Stream. You're wanted at the service desk. Thank you for shopping at Ames.
The old H.264. But we think AV1 is going to be the future.
What the fuck is this?
I forgot. Yeah, I forget that exists, and it's so good.
What the fuck is in there?
Oh, it's so good. All right, hold on to your butts here. It's forcing an ad on me. So we're just going to run a 30-second one. So my apologies to anyone that has to put up with this. We'll run this, and then we're going to finish this Grand Prix. Otherwise, just so it doesn't interrupt the race. That's usually what I get when I start talking like...
What the fuck is in there?
All right, ad is playing now, so we won't say anything important, so nobody misses anything. I hate how aggressively they're pushing the ads now. Oh well, what are we gonna do? It's an otherwise free platform, and they're wasting a lot of money on it. Car insurance ad. Oh boy. Well, if anything, I hope that the ad being forced upon you like that means you will not have anything to do with that brand. So I don't know about you, but sometimes if I'm forced to watch an ad for something, then it automatically becomes something I will never buy, consume, or pursue. Just out of principle. Because F off. Amazon is doing a bunch of monetizing shenanigans recently. All right, let's get rolling here. We're still missing Rickshaw Tom. Amazon Video Tiers just got shoo. Last call for Rickshaw Tom, or the train's leaving the station. Last call for Rickshaw Tom, or the train
is leaving the station. That's right, last call for Rickshaw Tom. The train is leaving the station. Last call for Rickshaw Tom. The train is leaving the station. And we're on AM radio.
Choo choo, motherfucker. All right, we're going. We're rolling. Interesting start. Oh, Jesus, what is happening? Total destruction. Looks like Is the Penguins leading the charge. HB, though, yeets a pizza into that 8th, securing it for the Pact. We're on a Mexican Whoa-Oh radio.
We're on the Mexican radio.
Something like that. Mare Bear joining HB for some Yeetsa Pizza. Looks like it's me versus Pudge here, duking it out for the W. Oh, but Pudge somehow jumping ahead. I'll look at chat for just a second. I don't see what kind of shenanigans just took place. But Pudge now a couple of tiers ahead. Here comes Seema out of nowhere, though. It's okay, we have a pact. Oh, no, wait. He's a Penguin was in the lead the whole time. Kablamo! Oh, but Pudge hitting the target. Now Pudge is in first place. It's now Pudge's race to lose. Here comes Seema, though. All right, got to fly through the flaming butthole. Pudge is doing it, though. Pudge is doing it. That is a deep hole. Look at that. Straight down. Straight through that burning ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 where the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. I gotta be careful, though. Last time I sang that on stream, it got claimed as the actual song.
Whoa. Marble Panda Booty just cheered 1 bits. Flaming butthole Plazuria.
Plazuria. Plazuria. What the hell, Trashly? Oh, thank you for that, Mare. But Pudge with the W, pulling it off, making it look easy. That's the Eye of Sauron if I've ever seen one. Pudge gonna steal it again? Well, indeed did. Flaming butthole Plazuria. Oh man, that's funny. Oh my fucking god, I was... Yeah, but that was... Yeah, apparently that's how you pronounce it if you put an A at the end of pleasure. Plazuria. Fucking dying. Oh, man. But Pudge with the W. We got one more race to go here. Exclamation point play. Original Awkward Bedlam. That sounds like a gay bar if I ever heard one. Come on down to Pleasuria. What can I say? I have a skill of winning at simulated marble races on the internet. It's an underrated skill. Anya! Welcome in, Anya May. Just in time for the last race if you want to jump on in. Once again, I get cheaped out on the exciting announcement of resub. Aww. Did it play some? I didn't see anything. Did I miss it? Oh, it didn't? Aw, boo. Dang it, Bezos. Maybe try closing the window, or closing the app, whatever you're using. Close it, reopen it. It may give you an opportunity again. I've done that before and it's worked. But with Anime here, our magic number should be 10. That is assuming we can get Rickshaw Tom back on the board. That was also my special skill last Grand Prix. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, I'm sorry. Heck, it didn't even show up on my activity feed. Dang. I'm sorry, Anya. If I had a way of replaying it for you, I would. I don't know why it's being stupid. Yeah, it's not even telling me you did it. But it's letting Bear Bear do it.
Mayor Bear Panda Booty just re-enlisted for 33 months.
Well, thank you, Mayor Bear, for the 33 months. Thank you, Anya May, for the 29 months. What the hell? Well, thank you, Mayor Bear. Thank you, Anya May. Hearts, hugs, and loves. Lots of heart hands for you both. Ouch. Whew, that was like a punch to the soft palate. Yeah, because Mare Bear showed up in my activity feed. No, you're at 39 months. Even better. Well, thank you for the 39 months. Actually, there's one thing I'm going to try. If it shows up... I wonder if it shows up... Yeah, it's not showing up in any of my activity feeds. Boo! Well, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry. CB Geek redeeming drink. All right, we got a little bit of this strawberry creme polar left. Slancha friend. Maybe I was sneezing all day earlier today, don't know why. Apparently there's wood fire smoke in the air, at least here. I don't know if down in your area it is too. Or like wildfire smoke, apparently. Well, thank you for the drink, much appreciated. Alright, looks like we've lost Rickshaw Tom at the last train station, so...
Last call, all aboard the Marbles Express for the last race to original Awkward Bedlam. Last call, last call.
All right, let's get rolling. Oh, it's after 11, but it's okay, it's okay. Last race, then I gotta start cramming Dracula again. Because I'm an absolute pro. Might be smoke from wildfires out in Colorado, unless there's wildfires going on in Canada. Yeah, I'm not sure where. I saw a news report of a picture of like the super red sunrise this morning. It said because of the wildfire smoke, but it didn't specify from where. All right, you boys leading the charge, but HB's right on my tail. We shall see, though. HB's been on something of a tear tonight. Oh, your boy flying right on through. Here comes Anya May as well. Sometimes I'm glad my name is so long because I can see it on the board even though the words are so damn tiny on your phone. Oh, Anya May, though. Moving into the lead, dropping your boy down to second. Oh, look, this is some sort of like ocean water flavored Twizzler. Wouldn't recommend it. It's too salty. Oh, but your boy's back in first place, though. At least for now. It works even better because the old-timey mic processing isn't real time, so your lips move out of time with the audio when you do it. Really? Oh, there's Anya May!
Anya_May just re-enlisted for 39 months. There it is. The option finally came up.
Thank you, Anya May! Oh! Choo choo!
Whoa, incredible what he just cheered 100 bits.
Kicking off a hype train as well. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for the 39 months officially and taking those prime Bezos bucks, putting them right into my pocket. Anya May, though, yeets a pizza. Oh, it's because it's a deadly laser.
Mom just cheered 100 bits.
Oh, thank you for the 100 bits as well, Wani and Seema. Both throwing 100 bits. Thank you so much. Oh, Mare Bear. Oh, a bunch of us getting deadly lasered. But Seema locking in the W, the final W here. Oh no, off for pizzas. Eric, how dare. I wasn't even looking. I didn't do it on purpose. I wasn't even looking. All right, now we're just waiting for Pudge. Will Pudge hit the deadly laser, or will Pudge get the sexy silver? Pudge gets the sexy silver, avoids the deadly laser. Joins Seema in the winner's circle. Guess I'll have to save my new and improved hashtag spam for another time. Well, I will eagerly look forward to it at the next appropriate opportunity. But for now, that's the end of this Grand Prix. So we're going to head on over to Victory Valley. See who stands tall and proud. Going home with all the gold, all the glory, and all the bragging rights. Dang it, I wanted the laser. Oh, well, we can't all get the deadly laser every time. But in third place, going home with LeBron's, we've got CB Geek and the Hamburger Ball. He's Meatwad, yo. And in second place, going home with silver, sexy silver, is Waddy with the pineapple pizza. Controversial choice. And going home with all the gold, all the glory, and all the bragging rights is none other than the most excellent Pudge! Showing us how it's done, Pudge. I want the ham to get the fuck out. It's so early. When show is still going. Yeah, it is a little early for me, but I got these freaking lines in my head. I am, as I've been saying all stream, I'm shitting bricks because I am not prepared. I'm not the only one that's not prepared, but I am just yeah. But as for the rest of the Grand Prix, Pudge 41 points, 3 dubs, showing us how it's done. Waddy in second, 40-1. CB third, 31-0. Seamoth fourth, 30-1. Easa Penguin in fifth, 30-0. Tying with me in sixth, 30-0. Mare Bear in seventh, 23-0. HB securing the overall eighth for the Pact. The package is secure. No worries there. 21-0. Rickshaw Tom in ninth, 20-0. And Anya May picking up a couple of points for jumping in on that last race. And we appreciate the heck out of it, 2-0. But let us not forget that we are all excellent on this blessed day. So a round of applause for all of us. My marble is naked. No one look. All right, but with that, we are drawing to a close here. Well, we're gonna wait for this hype train to time out, and then we'll be ready to go. We'll time this out. We'll give you a ring of the caboose bell because you are loved and appreciated, and then I will get back to work cramming these Van Helsing lines into my brain, into the old brain head, and then scooping up what falls out the other side and trying to push it back in. But we open Thursday. The Draculia, a vampire play in 3 acts. It opens on Thursday. Next weekend, so the second weekend of performances, I'll be broadcasting our Friday night performance here on my Twitch channel, and then probably our Saturday night performance on the Coreyworks Theater YouTube channel. And I should have my new cell booster antenna in place, so hopefully we can do it in HD, because that would be really nice. But thank you everybody for the 2.5 hour short Friday stream. And just a reminder, next week is an absolute shit show. So I won't be here at all next week. Next Tuesday, unless something magical happens and we are not rehearsing next Tuesday. But I'm assuming we're going to be needing to rehearse on Tuesday. So, and then Friday will be our second performance, and I'm not going to do a stream of the first weekend. I want it to be as settled into place as it can be, so we're going to do second weekend, just so you guys get a good show. Good luck, Eric. Thank you so much. I will do my best. I always do, but I will do my best, one way or the other. But before we go, we do have to give the old ringy-dingy of the caboose bell, because thank you so much. 75%, was that 75%? 75% of that level 1 hype train, the 2 gifted subs and the 200 bits. Thank you so much. Hearts, hugs, and loves. Now let's ringy-dingy the bell. That's on, right? Yeah. Thank you so much for that hype train, everybody. I hope that wasn't too dang blasted loud. I didn't have my headphones on. But we are going to peace out now. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Let me just check the old list here. Alright, we're just going to peace out tonight, because I don't like to raid and run. No headphones on, though. Perfect volume for Waddy. But hearts, hugs, and loves to each and every one of you. You are all wonderful human beings who make up an incredible community of compassionate folks and just all wonderful creatives, and yeah, y'all are good people. We need more good people in the world, and we have some great folks here. So depending on when I get home tomorrow night, I will see you all on Hang Time. Hopefully, even if I can catch the tail end, I will. But hearts, hugs, and loves to you all. And with that, we just have one last thing to leave you on, and that is just a so long and good night. So long and good night. Zamp. So long, good night, and zamp. Good luck sleeping now with the zamp coming up from behind, and you zamp. Oh, now I never know what.
Butthole pleasures.
Hey, it's not about butthole pleasures
at all.
But there it is. All right, for real, not for play. Good night, everybody. So long, and good night. But no butthole pleasures, unless you want them. And then, whatever, I'm not going to yuck your yum.